Alrighty, here we go. One more match, at least, today. We are 4-1. We just beat Bernas Torres in the mirror. Very good player. I think actually may have won the last Mox. Anyway, um, yeah, here we go. This is pretty exciting. Probably, it's certainly, if we win, we're in. There's no question. If we lose, I need a lot to go right. I need Torres to win. I need Terabad to win. I need a lot of things to go right. Let's try and win. But in the world where I do not win, I need Terabad and Torres to win for sure. A lot of my other, and Frowning Table, I guess, is still playing, so I need Frowning Table to win as well. So those three would like all of them to win to keep my breakers reasonable. It's very unfortunate that two of my opponents have already dropped from the tournament in PJ Endrick and Magician 15. So, we'll see what happens here. You just got to play well and hope things fall into place. I'm yet again very happy with Waste Not today. Did not expect to play a mirror, to be honest. Thought I'd probably be the only guy in the tournament playing this deck, but apparently other players have picked up on the fact that this deck is actually just good right now. This deck is actually just a good deck in Pioneer, which is, like I said, a few months ago, I talked about how I hated this deck and thought it was like unplayable. I think I was just wrong. Um, Once Mono Green left the format, I think this deck actually just kind of became good. But yeah, here we go. Let's see what happens. Probably playing against MJ23, see if I can get some vengeance. He's who knocked me out of the last one. Oh, it's... Okay, what is this? I'm going to take the play regardless, but old Deba. Old Beta. Tournament finishes. Rack Vamps. Probably Vampires. This ain't good against Vampires. And we got some Edicts. I don't love it, but I do think it's a keep, to be honest. Certainly can beat the Vampires. Can definitely beat the thing. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to play this on black. Go ahead. So it's probably always a keep, no matter what my opponent was on, but definitely a keep here. Not a good draw at all. I'm going to play Hive, I think. Actually, it's worth noting that I can start activating. Excuse me. I can start activating Castle if I play this, but I don't have any interest in doing that. I'm just gonna play Hive Pass. Hopefully, opponent doesn't have another hand hate spell into the thing. If they have that, I don't know what mulliganing really would have done either. So it's always kind of the thing. I think I just triumph that and probably discard basic swamp. I don't know. Maybe I just leave it alone. I might just leave this alone. I might just take some damage from this. I'm going to leave it alone. I don't love spewing my removal here, and I definitely feel like that would be a spew to use the removal. I guess I play a field, and we start potentially fielding. I actually cut my opponent off red mana, which I may very well do in their draw step. You can do it in the draw step. Let's do everything in the draw step here. Maybe do it upkeep. Could do it upkeep too, I guess. I think I'd rather do it draw step though. Field do. Okay. See if they. Maybe I actually. Okay, they pitch another blood tithe. Well, maybe I'm actually supposed to do that a little differently. Hmm. All right, I give it a bitter triumph. This. And pitch a swamp now. I don't love that I gave my opponent a draw, but I was definitely supposed to do that upkeep, but here we are. Okay, well, Preacher of the Schism, sure. I mean, that definitely makes sense. Okay, I guess I'm going to edict them and then field them. Go. Could blow that up now, but I definitely don't want to blow it up now. Blow it up later. Okay. Field it. Don't feel great about this game, but I don't feel awful about it either. So, love a Waste Not here. Waste Not, Bankbuster. Thank you. It's actually the best draw in the deck by a huge margin. Was not close. Do this. Go blank. It's nice because like pushes and triumphs and stuff look really dead to them here, so they might give me another card and let's kind of see what happens. Yeah, they discard a Sorin and a Heartless Act. Thoughtseize not a bad rip. That kind of blows, but not the end of the world. Sure. Thoughtseize you. All right, we'll take that and draw a card. So good. I can field them off red and then trespass. That seems kind of good. Seems very good, actually. I am going to do... I can't do a draw step, can I? Oh, I can. No, I can. Let's do this. Okay. Could have, I guess, killed the Sorin with the Hive. Maybe I was a little too dangerous here. I'm not really sure. Upkeep's good. Can have your draw. Okay, and then in the draw step, field them. I'm not even sure that that's correct, but that's what I'm going to do so you can't play another Fable. Okay. No blocks. I'm not discarding there is pretty interesting, right? That's... Maybe I wasn't supposed to field because they could always just play another Fable anyway. Okay, yeah. This isn't the worst. I do get to get this Sorin off the board now, but... Well, potentially at least. just gonna F6 through all this, target this as well, whatever. Alright, go ahead. Soren's down. I feel okay, but these fables threaten a lot of danger. What the best possible draw is now. Probably Deadly Cover Up. One of my best draws. Yeah. Well, they didn't do anything, so cast Thoughtseize. See if their last card's like Fatal Push or something. Yeah, okay. Just so I don't draw a card, definitely makes sense. Start activating the castle. Okay, Liliana Edict. Oh, we're not in the best of shape here. I'm not gonna attack. It doesn't really do me anything. But the Army of Fables is coming, and that's gonna be very bad for me. Yep. That does not do it. We have to activate this. Have to uptick Liliana first. I think that makes sense. We really need to definitely cover up. I think I'm dead. I'm pretty certain I'm dead here, but we'll pass and see what they do. I believe I'm dead though. This is what, 6 fables? It's just too much. It's too many fables. Too many fables. It's rough. We hung in there. We were in pretty good shape, I thought, but okay, I have F6. I don't know what the stupid thing is waiting for. Okay, good. There we go. This is more than 6 fables. This is 6 additional fables on top of the. Yikes. Yep, not great. Not great. Okay. Believe even if I fire this up, I'm dead. Like certain I'm dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm very dead. And they top decked it. Oh yeah, and they have that. Yeah. Okay. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Alright, Bankbusters, Extinction, Ritual, Invokes. I do think I want more Duresses here too. I think this deck should probably just main deck 3 Duress, considering the big 3, I just want 3 plus Duress against every deck, so. Alright, I'm going to shade. Oh yeah, I want the other Liliana too. This is like the main matchup why I put another Liliana the Veil in the deck. I'm not a believer in many Shieldreds. We have a couple, but a huge fan. Trespasser I don't like. So now this gets interesting now as to, what do we want our approach to be in the matchup. I don't actually think Go Blank is that good. I think a few weeks ago we were cutting all the Go Blanks. Ritual of Soot is kind of on the cusp of not being good enough, but it's just such a nice answer to all their smaller stuff, which they have plenty of. I think I may actually shave Waste Knots. Cling to Dust isn't really... I guess I can cut that. And then Shave a Waste Knot. I kind of like that. I'm going down on a lot of discard. Waste Knot's like still good. I don't want to draw too much of it, though. I'm going to do this. I really do not think Go Blank is like that important against their deck, so I think this makes sense. We're going to try this. I would like to play first. That hand is so close. I think I have to mulligan, though. That's frustrating. How many one-landers have I opened today, by the way? I'm really getting tired of it. Well, this hand's good. I'm just going to get rid of the Invoke Despair for now, I think. Good is probably aggressive, but it's good enough that I will keep it. Go ahead, opponent. I'm just going to play a Bank Buster. I'll try to start hitting lands. Even if they do the thing, I have the answer to it, so I'm not super afraid of that. Definitely a little afraid of this. I'm afraid of this into the thing, but I do have push, so even that, probably not good enough here. I'm going to try to draw lands. I mean, lands are really important here. Yep. Okay. We can still beat the thing. It'll be annoying if they have it, obviously, but we're still in fine shape. Our mana this game has been about as awkward as it comes. But the good news is, okay, if I draw an untapped land, man, the ritual here is going to be so good. It's a tilt. That is a fucking tilt if I've ever seen it. Okay. Well, now I just have to kill their stuff, which is obviously very annoying. God, Ritual here was so good. Not hitting land drop. Come on, man. It's just so lame. Can't get this Thoughtseize out of my hand. Oh, boy. Can't even... I mean, I am so tempted to just activate this, but then they guaranteed get to use the Preacher, get the card off the Preacher. I mean, that just can't be good. Yeah, whatever. Push this. Edict you. Move on with my very sad life. Non-token. Go. At least if they go like Land Archfiend, I can Edict it with Liliana. It's not the end of the world, I guess. A lot of other bad sequence. Yeah, I mean, this is like maybe just going to kill me. Mutavaults may just beat me in this game, which is so annoying. It's not very common at all, but it seems very likely that that's what's going to happen. Dude. Unfortunately, I think I have to Lily Edict them. This is just too much pressure. Yeah, Lily Edict you. This is so annoying, dude. We just have to hope our opponent's breakers are going to pan out well for us. This is just so stupid. Every land came into play tapped. I can't draw another land. We mulligan to one lander. Our 26 land deck's like the third mulligan today that I've had one land in my hand. Just very frustrating. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Lose, I guess, is the answer. I mean, who knows? If I draw a Fatal Push, we're still very in the game, but Field of Ruin as well would be good. Alright, I don't know what else to do. I'm just going to activate my card. Hit a land at least, maybe, but probably not. Can Duress, I guess. What a tilting match. In pretty good position in that game one, but it's just did not pan out. for us here. Didn't hit that land. I mean, hitting the land for Ritual of Soot would have just been so crazy, right? Because then I don't have to use the Fatal Push on the Blood Tithe, and then I have it for one of these stupid Mutavaults, and the land was just such a huge miss. It's crazy. And then I would have had the Edict, too, for the Sorin, and it's just everything came down to that land drop. Sometimes that's magic. It all comes down to land drops. We just missed them all game long. All game long. Yep, finally hit land 4 on turn 7. Just a little too late. Too little too late. Well, I guess I mean, all I have to do now is just Sorin Helix me. I don't believe the game is winnable. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to pass. Let's see what they do. It's like some bizarre world maybe where I could have won. Maybe I was supposed to take the Fatal Push instead of the second Sorin. I have no idea. If they didn't have a push, they couldn't remove this blockers. At least have a blocker on them. They drew that as well. Yeah, it's so gross. Oh, gross. Let's wish him good luck in top 8 and pray that things can go a little better. Well now, I mean, Terabad's up a game, so that's a good start. I definitely need Terabad to win. Terabad winning is huge. Torres lost again too. This is a disaster. I need Terabad to win, and then Frowning Table did win at least. So it's all going to come down to Terabad, and I still might not get in. But all right, I'm not going to hang out on this video until we figure it out. I'll make another one if I'm in top 8, and if not, I mean, thanks for watching the VODs today. Definitely still think this deck's very good. I think that was a very unfortunate match in a lot of ways. I mean, they top decked a second Fable after resolving the first Fable. We had him hellbent. We had Castle in play in game 1. We had a pretty good board state, and we unfortunately couldn't get out of it. And then, obviously, game 2, I mean, mulligan, miss 4th land until turn 7. What can you really do? I mean, sometimes it's not meant to be, I guess. But, you know, I do think this deck is very good. Regardless if I get in top 8 or not, I'm happy I played this deck. Yeah, I think if you are a mid-range gamer in Pioneer, this is definitely, you know, a pretty reasonable archetype. Is it better than Vampires? Probably not, honestly. Vampires does something broken. This deck is much more of a true mid-ranger control deck. Vampires is honestly very, very comparable to Splintered Twin, as people have kind of alluded. But anyway, thanks for watching, and you know, cross your fingers. Hopefully there will be a 7th video on the way, and an 8th, and a 9th, and a PT qualification for me today. But I'm not loving the chances. I think I'm probably going to get 9th or 10th. That's my guess. But we'll hopefully see you guys in another video in about 45 minutes.